Beautiful soul, welcome. This video is for you if you feel like you're failing, if you feel like you're stuck, if you feel like you've done the work, but you don't know what's wrong with you because it's not happening, and you feel like you are in this vicious circle that you're constantly looping and you don't know how to get out. Here's the thing, you are not a failure. You are literally stuck in between two identities. And what's really going on is that you outgrown your old identity. You no longer resonate with that self anymore, but you haven't yet embodied and integrated the new identity. So, literally, if you are feeling like the old life, the old way of doing things no longer resonate, and you feel like your life or your world is literally collapsing, it is collapsing because you have shifted. You are in the process of shifting and you are not yet on the other side. And this is very common for people to experience this. I experienced this so many times in my life when I wanted to manifest something greater, whether it was in my business or in personal life. Doesn't really matter what area. The bottom line is whenever I actually started to manifest that quantum leap, that shift in my life, what happened actually, my life would collapse in front of my eyes. I would feel like completely lost. It would feel like I am not sure where to go, what to do next, because I no longer resonated with that old me. And that is because your literally identity is shifting and you are going somewhere else. Well, where you're going is completely new, unknown place, even though you have the vision for yourself where you want to be, but sometimes you don't know how you're going to get there. And so it is so important to hold that vision and hold the trust and faith that this is actually happening for you. It is happening so you can literally integrate and embody that new you. And so what is collapsing in front of your eyes is actually positive sign that you are shifting. So instead of feeling like a failure, instead of feeling like you are behind, instead of feeling like there's something wrong with you, stop and pause. There is nothing wrong with you. You are doing it right. Give yourself space and patience, because that is actually self-love. That is self-acceptance. The faster you love yourself and accept yourself where you are, that is going to help you move through this dark night of the soul, if you will. And it is essential because the change always happens as a chaos first, and then the clarity, and then the embodiment. It starts with going through the darkness, which is the unknown. The change is painful. Therefore, so many people, they don't want to change, right? Because it's unpleasant. Literally are rewiring your brain. You're becoming someone else. And that is not easy. So give yourself credit for actually doing the work, from detaching from that old you, because that old you no longer exists. That old you is gone. Therefore, you feel like you are in this void because you no longer resonate with places, people, situations in your life that you used to resonate, right? I can give you an example from a business perspective. Like when I was transitioning from running law firm, being just attorney, and stepping into full-time coaching business, it was very hard because I was stepping from that identity of attorney, identity that I built for years, energy that I poured to that law firm and that status, if you will, that identity of attorney that was literally shaping my reality was so strong, that was connected with power, status, recognition, and so on. And for me, being able to let it go meant to die. And that identity died, which was very, very, very painful and fearful for my ego. But as I decided to open up to what's coming next, because my higher self was calling me, and I was stepping into different identity, there were moments when I felt lost. I felt like nobody. The truth is that when you detach from that old self, when you detach from that old identity, you become nobody because you're no longer attached to that identity. And your ego really want to be attached to some identity. And so it's scary and painful in that moment of being in the void. And so that is the moment when you start feeling like a failure, you start feeling like you lost everything you built. But that's illusion. Because the moment when you're not defined by any identity is the moment when you are entering the potential of infinite possibilities. That's the moment when you're going to be defining who you are becoming again. And that is how you're going to realize that you are not that identity. You will be shifting so many times during this lifetime from one identity to another because it is the natural evolution. That's how we evolve. If you are stuck in one identity and you are forcing yourself to stay in that identity, then there is something wrong with you. But if you are actually brave enough and you are shifting from one identity to another and you know it's painful, are you still doing it? That is bravery. That is being bold, courageous. That is really being true to your soul mission, why you came here. So I just want you to know that you are in between two identities. Give yourself a break and space. As you cultivate this space, as you actually go into stillness, as you meditate, and as you allow yourself to be there in this void, in this stillness, your answers will come to you. And slowly you will integrate and you will merge with that new identity. The new identity is essentially your current desire, who you want to be, who you're becoming. And if you're not there yet, that's okay. Don't force yourself. True embodiment is the organic embodiment. You will get there slowly when you let your higher self guide you. And it's therefore very important to cultivate that stillness and listen to that inner guidance. Listen to that inner guidance, where you need to go, what you need to do next. And as you take that next aligned step with that new identity, that is exactly how you will embody and solidify that new you. And then you're going to enjoy life as that new you. And then again, the same process happens because you want to go higher, you want to evolve, you don't want to be stuck. This is the game of life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next one.